back. It is currently 9:10 in the morning, so I'm very tired and my voice is kind of raspy, so there we go. I probably should tell you guys why it is that I left, because I never really explained it entirely. So the real reason I stopped doing fan conspiracies is because honestly I felt a little silly doing them. And I know that's dumb because it's like, this is what I like to do, I shouldn't feel bad about it, you know what I mean? But I kind of felt a little silly doing it just because I'm in college now and I'd be sitting in front of a camera in a onesie talking about two other dudes and obsessing over them, and I like would look back at my videos and think like, wow, I was crazy. I still am crazy. And I just felt kind of weird and I felt like a little immature in those moments, you know what I mean? But then I kind of realized after I ended it that I actually really enjoyed these videos and it really shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks, you know? But most of the time it's me kind of putting on this character. Like, yeah, I love Dan and Phil. I appreciate them and I want to believe FAN is real, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of just this thing I do now. I'm not actually that insane in real life. For the most part. But yeah, that's basically the main reason why I stopped. And a lot of you were confused on my like finale. I kind of feel dumb about now because, you know, now we're back. But my idea was I wanted to end fan conspiracies because I wanted to talk about more than just Dan and Phil on this channel. But then, as you can tell, my new series, Fans Think Alike, kind of fell through. But that was only because I just wasn't getting inspiration for it. And then I kind of realized, like, I should just make whatever kind of video I want on this channel from now on. Like, screw the consistency. But anyway, enough with the drama. Let's get into this fan conspiracy video. I have definitely missed this. So basically, this whole video is going to be about Pinof 10, and there's a lot of little things in there I want to point out that are fan related and some that aren't, because there's things that I thought were kind of cute and I just wanted to point them out. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is there's this point where in the video Phil is hovering over Dan and Dan's like laying vertically on the bed and Phil is just like hovering over him.
What does God sound like? Hello.
And I was just kind of like, what are they doing? Like, yeah, they do like a lot of funny positions during the video, but I was kind of like, what is going on? There's another part where Dan says to Phil, when is the last time you washed your bed sheets? And Phil looks at him and then Dan cuts him off and says, you know what, I don't want to know.
When was the last time you washed these bed sheets? I don't want to know.
And I was kind of just like, wait, doesn't Phil always talks about like how he washes his sheets like all the time, because I remember a video of him talking about it, so I was kind of just like, what do you mean, Dan? I'm confused. Of course there was the infamous Dan twerk that happened. That was beautiful. Let's just rewatch it in all of its glory.
I am so sorry, Granddad. Yeah! Can we do a side-by-side comparison?
If my parents watch this video, they're gonna have a lot of questions for me. So there was another part where Dan and Phil were talking about something to do with Satan. Phil says, "You're welcome, Daddy."
Oh, you're welcome, Daddy.
And it kind of made me step back for a minute, and I was like, what? I don't know if I've ever heard Phil say Daddy. Moving on. So then this is like the first real fan thing that I noticed in this video. So obviously Hard Eyes Howl happens a lot, but this one time in this video there was when Phil had the black glasses on. It was like when they were gonna roast each other, but then they kept cutting to them with the glasses on every now and then. And there's the one where Phil had the glasses on and Dan was just staring at him for like a long period of time.
Punch. Get ready to get roasted.
It was like he wasn't making any facial expressions. I couldn't tell if he was just looking at Phil and being like, really? This is what I live with? Or if it was more like, really? This is what I live with? There's another weird part, like a small cut in the video where Phil is like looking this way and Dan's like really close to him, like leaning into him like this. And then Phil like goes like this and like says something. I forget what he did. He makes like a noise or says something to him and like goes into his face too. And I was just like, whoa. So there's a part where Dan asks Phil, how big is your duck? And then Phil asked Dan, how big is your duck? And then Dan said he'll show his duck later and to remember that. And then when he actually does, they're in the bathtub and he pulls out like the big duck and he goes, oh, the things that it's seen, you know? And I was like, wait, what has it seen?
What about you, Dan?
Oh, I'll show you my duck. Remember that. Oh, the things he's seen.
So you never know what could be going on in there, just saying. So one of the things I really loved about this Pinof was that they made so many references to like their very first videos, and like one of the things was, or like one of the ongoing memes or jokes about Dan, what is like the #1 Phil trash thing, and one of the questions that they said aloud was go undercover as a Stan account, and then Dan goes, "Joke's on you, I've been a Phil Stan account for 10 years now."
Go undercover as a Stan account. Ha! Joke's on you, I've been a Phil Stan account for the last 10 years.
And I thought that was so funny and also like cute. Okay, here's like the real second thing that happened, and that is very fan, in my opinion. They were asked to reenact the entire Infinity Wars movie. So that when Phil says, "How do we do that?" then Dan goes like this and reaches out and touches Phil's shoulder and like just traces down his arm. And I was just like looking at that like, boy. I'll replay it for you guys to watch it, and then I'll like slow it down just so you can get the full experience.
Phil, I don't feel so good. No.
Like that was just so like gentle and angelic and like sweet, and I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. Now towards the end of the video, this is what really got me. Okay, so there's a part where they both stare at each other after saying like this is the end of Pinof 10, and they just stare at each other for like a long ass time. Like not even like joking, like they are staring at each other. Just watch.
Pinof 10 is complete.
Like that's a long time of like uncomfortable silence to like just stare at somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just felt very weird, like I was watching something unfold, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then there's this really cute part, like when they were like saying goodbye to the camera and doing like the little thing, I think that's what it was. They were like getting closer to the camera, and like Dan like laid his head on Phil, and it was really cute, and I was like, oh my goodness. I just thought it was really cute and sweet.
For you, here we go, Deborah.
So yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. I don't know if I'm gonna make another video after this. I saw Pinof and I was like, you know what, I miss making fan conspiracies. I want to make one for this Pinof video. But if anything else comes up, or if you guys have any suggestions of things to talk about like you always do, please comment down below, and maybe I'll read you guys' comments for the next video, because I always love doing that. You guys are super sweet. And I also want to say, I've been reading your guys' comments, and I posted an update thing about whether or not I was going to bring back fan conspiracies, and all of your guys' comments were so sweet. Like, I just couldn't believe that you guys like really like my content enough to like say really nice things to me, because it really means a lot when I've been working so hard to get some sort of following on this channel for a really long time. It makes me feel like I've really, like it's paid off, you know? Like that's what it feels like to me, and it just means a lot that you guys care and comment and like and all that kinds of stuff, so yeah. Also, we are getting kind of close to getting 800 subscribers. I want to make that happen because I feel like we've been stuck at like half of 700 for a while. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, even if they're not a Dan and Phil fan. Just, yeah, I could use the help. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all on the next train.